Morning folks. So I'm in the Yosemite Valley now. I got here last night and I stayed at the backpackers camp, which is a pretty cool little place. There's like a lot of tents here, like 30 or 40 tents, and a lot of people just sort of staying the night. A lot of them aren't really hikers. Well, they might be hikers, but not like through hikers. Most people sort of drive down for the day to do some day hikes and stuff, and they set up here for the one night and go on. I think you only get one night here. But yeah, it's a really cool place. There's some like already huge pine trees, but it's nothing compared to the great sequoias we're going to go and try and see later. But yeah, so far it's been a pretty cool little place. Everything seems to be within walking distance. I mean, this camp was about half a mile from the store, so we just walked here. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little place. There's like cool rock formations and stuff behind me. I don't think you can really see them because of the camera stuff, but it's really cool. I took some pictures yesterday, and it's like a huge cliff like right there. And last night in the camp, pretty interesting. We got here and right where we were going to set up our tent, there was a rattlesnake just curled up, like sitting there. And the rangers were over looking at it, and they're like, yeah, we might move it, like it's a bit dodgy. So they were like, but we got big. Like then one ranger had this like big antenna thing with a massive radio like pack. It was huge, like strapped to the side of him, and he was like holding it up like it was an aerial for a TV back in the day. And we were like, what's that for? And he's like, oh, there's a bear like right over there. And I'm like, what? Where? And then basically like pretty much everyone in the camp ended up walking over to the edge of the camp where all the bushes are and stuff, and there was a bear in the bushes just chilling. Like, the bears in the Yosemite are not scared of people at all. They just do not care at all. So one ranger had a paintball gun and was just standing there watching the bear, and the bear would keep testing it and try and sneak past the ranger, and then the ranger would go like full on, like, you know, military mode, like bang 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 bang, and like start running into the bushes like with the paintball gun. I think it was like soft paintballs or something, just to deter it from coming into the camp. And then it would like charge off into the hills, and she'd like chase it down while she's shooting at it. And then it would like try and like run around the camp and sneak back in the other side, and she'd run along the edge of the camp and keep shooting it. She was doing it for about 30 minutes before the bear gave up, I think. And then finally, after they were pretty confident the bear was gone, they came and moved the rattlesnake. So it was pretty funny, because like you'd think like when I saw black bears out on the trail, they just sort of saw me and were like, oh, and then they pegged it and ran off. But this one, like, there was 30 people literally standing right in front of it, and it was still walking towards them, no problem. Like, it just didn't care. If the ranger wasn't there, it probably would have just pushed through everyone and gone straight for the food. That's probably why they have rangers here with paintball guns and stuff, to make sure that doesn't happen. But other than that, it was fairly uneventful after that. Set up my tent, put all my food into a bear box. I'm sitting on top of the bear box now. And then went to sleep, and now got up and waiting on Blue Taco to wake up. Met her yesterday. She was coming down here, so we hitched together. We got a really cool hitch. It was a really, really good hitch. So we were just standing there, and then this guy pulls over. Him and his fiance are like van lifers. They have like a modded out van, and they were just using it to go around the Yosemite. They got engaged yesterday, I think, or the day before, on top of Mount Whitney or something. So they're making a whole trip out of it, and they were going around the Yosemite in their van, like stopping at all the points like of interest and taking pictures, doing the tourist thing. And so they picked us up, and we got to go on like this little sightseeing tour with them, which was really cool. So we stopped at like a couple of different places that had cool views and took pictures and stuff, which was really cool. And then they dropped us off in the Yosemite Valley, and then from there we just sort of made our way up here. It's a really good hitch. Like I preferred that than just, you know, driving straight here, because it would have been an hour drive anyway, but I think we took like an hour and a half, nearly maybe an hour and 45 minutes, but we got to see all the sights and everything, which was really cool. And now I'm just gonna go see these giant sequoias, and then I'll figure out what I want to do with the rest of my day and head back up to the trail later. Peace out, guys. We made it. So we're at like the trailhead for the giant sequoias at the Grove place that I can't pronounce. And we're gonna Tuolumne.
There you go.
There we go, Tuolumne. I'm gonna have to watch this vlog to remember how to say that. So we got Blue Taco, the lovely people that gave us a hitch up, who are gonna come up with us from England or the UK, sort of roundabouts there. So that's cool. And we're gonna see if we can get up there and have a look around. Alright guys, so we're at the Great Sequoias at the Grove here now. And there's some really big trees here. Like right here behind me is one that's fallen down. Now look. I'm standing up fully straight and it's still like nearly double my height, just width-wise, and this isn't even the biggest one. It's pretty cool. And then it's like falling up there, goes all the way down that hill. So cool. And we saw some live ones too, like they're not all dead. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna go stand on top of it. Later guys. Hey guys, so we just climbed through a downed giant sequoia. Like the whole inner is like hollow. And we've like climbed through it, and now we've got to a little bit where there's all these cracks letting the light in. Called like little tunnel. I think we got another exit there, but we came through the long part of the tree. It's pretty cool. It's awesome. Whoa. You can walk through it, guys. Look at this. Look at that tunnel. It's a tunnel through the tree. This is so cool. Look at this. You can walk straight through it. There's plenty of room. Huh. Look at that. This is so dope. Hey folks, so just chilling here at the bus stop, waiting to go back to the backpackers campground because I was too lazy to try and get back to the trail. I'm just probably going to get the bus tomorrow, which isn't until like 4 p.m, so I'll probably end up spending like nearly the whole day here tomorrow as well. Don't really know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'll have a look tomorrow and see what I can find to do. I might even just have a little walk around the valley and see what I can see. There's a big loop trail, maybe I'll do that, or I might even have a look into rafting down the river. Yeah, pretty cool day today. We went and saw the big trees, and we chilled in the I guess the bar type place, and I got like 3 pizzas because we were there for a couple hours, so got like 3 small pizzas, and then just, you know, got the Wi-Fi that they had there, which was not great, but, you know, not surprised. Yeah, it's been a pretty cool day, and kind of getting bored, but I haven't really properly looked at what I can do, so I'm sure there's something I can find to do tomorrow. And then back to the trail and try and get up to Tahoe. Yeah. Good morning everyone. So yeah, I ended up spending the night in the valley again in Yosemite, but yeah, it was pretty cool. We were pretty chilled, and yeah, it was worth it. But yeah, this is definitely the place to be if you want to see wildlife. I mean, since I've stayed at this camp twice now, 2 nights, and I've seen the same bear like 3 times. I've seen a couple of deer. I've seen, you know, the standard stuff like squirrels and chipmunks and ravens and crows and birds and all this stuff. I've even seen some woodpeckers and that. And this morning, there was a coyote that just strolled through the camp, just like walked straight through. All the birds started like going mad, like making all these noises, and we're like, what the fuck? And then it's like, oh shit, there's a coyote right there. And it was like jogging around, like following the birds and shit, probably trying to munch them or something. But yeah. So now I'm gonna head back into like the little village bit and see if I can figure out what I want to do today. So we'll see how that goes. More videos later. I finally made it back to the trail. Whew! Yeah, it's like nearly 6 o'clock and I'm just now back on the trail, which isn't actually even trail, it's a road, but the PCT actually goes along this road for like half a mile or something here, so technically it is the trail. There's still cars about and stuff though, it's kind of annoying me, you know. Like, Yosemite Valley is a cool place, but I don't know whether it's super touristy or I've just lost the ability to deal with people. Because it sounds so stupid, but like, the amount of people there is just so over the top for what I would even be used to back home. And I live in a tourist town, so yeah. And like not seeing very many people very often, maybe I've just sort of lost the ability to deal. But yeah, heading back to the trail, feeling good about it, and looking forward to not seeing as many people. It should be good. Yeah. And yeah, so we're, even though the Yosemite Valley is nice and everything, I'm done with the people. I'm kind of done with the touristy stuff that's there. And like, it's not like I'm done with the Yosemite. I mean, I still have to walk through the Yosemite. Like, the valley's pretty early on. Like, as soon as I stepped into the Yosemite, I was at the valley later that day. So I still got to walk through it. So I'm sure I'll still get to experience plenty of the Yosemite without all the mugging tourists. So let's do this thing. I'm gonna try and do high mileage days though. Started with the philosophy of doing lower mileage in the Sierras to enjoy it, but I think I can enjoy it while still doing higher mileage. So I want to get to Tahoe, see if I can catch up with people, and also because it's Tahoe, and also I need to start making back time. I'm behind schedule, but lost my hat. So we'll see how my head deals until Tahoe. I've got some sun cream, so it shouldn't be too bad. And then from there, I'll probably get a new hat. Alright, this looks like the actual trailhead here. Yep, PCT. Later, folks. Alright, guys, so I'm now at Soda Springs, which, from what I understand, is like a spring that has like carbonated water naturally occurring. Oh yeah, look at this. It's cold water. It's not like a geyser bubbles or anything, but there are bubbles coming out the water. Oh yeah, this is very cool. I'm gonna switch the camera around. Wow. Bubbles just keep coming out of the water here. And then those rocks over there all had some sort of weird crystalline substance on it. Very cool. I do believe you can drink this water. But it's a little bit low down, so I wouldn't feel comfortable drinking it other than without filtering it. And you know, like filtering it and stuff, it's probably going to lose all that carbonation anyway, so it's pointless. Not that I like fizzy water anyway. So I'm in like this little, I don't know, 4 log walls think this is to protect the water source or something, but beneath me here, bubbles, 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 bubbles. Pretty cool how it's got like a naturally occurring carbonated water. It's pretty cool. Oh, there's a sign here. Let's see. Can I drink the water? For thousands of years, animals and people have visited these springs. Deer and birds obtain needed minerals. People enjoy the taste of the spring water, so I guess you can drink it. Yeah. Pretty interesting little spot to milestone on gut hooks and milestone for most people. It's definitely one of the things to have a look at when you get here. Just for if anything, it's just interesting. I don't know what this crystalline substance. This is probably all the minerals, but that bubble off. Probably, I'm gonna guess calcium carbonate. I have no idea. I feel like that's what it is. Does it say? Smoke on a stream. Nah, doesn't say. Oh well, maybe I can look it up in Tahoe. Who knows? Alright, well, I'm going to keep going here because I want to get at least a couple miles done today. That was pretty cool. And see what else there is today.